So, have you ever wondered why some leads just vanish after signing up? They showed interest, they subscribed to your list, but then silence. No clicks, no purchases, just digital ghosts haunting your email list. It's not just you, this is actually a very common problem in the e-com space. But here's the secret, there is a specific flow designed to re-engage these subscribers and turn them into loyal customers. It's called the failure to launch flow. In this video, I'll unveil what it is, why it works, and how you can set it up for your brand to recover lost revenue and boost your sales. Why the hell would you want to listen to me? My name is Hussam and I've been in digital marketing for 15 years and in e-com for over a decade. I've generated well over 8 figures in extra revenue for our e-com clients. I spent millions on paid media and I've also had my own stores in the past as well, one which I was able to scale from 0 all the way to 7 figures in less than 16 months with a very, very minimal budget. And I'm also the founder of Power My Marketing, which is a full service email and SMS marketing agency. And we love working with cool, ambitious brands and help them scale profitably using email SMS. So let's talk about the problem first. Let's say that you have a pop-up form or an opt-in where you are collecting subscribers or email or phone numbers. The problem is that the highest interest people will convert within the first maybe email or the first couple of emails, and the same thing with SMS as well, because you have 3 different tiers to subscribers who join your email list. So generally speaking, you have the people who were about to buy anyway, so those convert typically the first, and then you have people who are still a little bit on the fence, so they want to think about it and maybe they want to see your emails and maybe decide after. So those would convert within the next emails, whether it's like the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th emails, etc. When you highlight some unique selling propositions of your products, how you're different from the competitors, maybe the mission, vision, and the story of your brand, some social proof, etc. Those on the fence people will convert then. However, there is a third group of people who are people a little bit on the colder side. Yes, they joined your email list. Maybe they went through your welcome flow. Maybe something spooked them off. Maybe they are still a little bit undecided. They are still a little bit on the colder side. And yeah, you can see from this particular example from one of our clients, this is the first email of the welcome flow. And you can see that the placed order rate was 7.5%, which is pretty good, generated $41,000. And you can see from the SMS, because we send an email and also an SMS when people join, because we try to collect both email and SMS. It's very, very important that you do that. And we are converting 2.5% of those subscribers into customers as well. So combined, we are doing 7.5 plus 2.5. So it's around 10% of people are converting within the first email. So yeah, more people are going to convert within the second and third and maybe latter emails as well. However, there is a big chunk of subscribers that will actually never convert. And this is a very, very valuable segment because these people, as I mentioned before, they subscribe, they show an interest, but they still haven't converted yet. So they are still undecided, and it would be very, very important to understand exactly why they haven't placed an order with you yet. So understanding the failure to launch flow. The definition is that this flow targets subscribers who have joined your email list, went through your welcome flow, but haven't made a purchase. So let's say your welcome flow spans across maybe 10 days. So they went through the whole welcome flow and still haven't purchased. The reason it's very important, as I mentioned before, is that these subscribers have shown interest, but somehow they are still undecided, or maybe they have some objections that you haven't addressed yet. And the common reason why people basically join your email list but still don't convert, one is lack of trust or brand familiarity. So maybe you haven't really overcome that objection in your welcome flow. Second one is lack of desire or conviction. And these are very, very important because in order for people to buy your product, they need to have desire and they need to have conviction that your product will work for them. Assuming that your product solves a pain point for maybe a fashion brand or something like that, that's different. But you always need to build desire in your product and also build conviction that your product is going to make them feel good, or maybe is going to solve their problem. The third one is unclear value proposition. So they don't understand exactly your unique selling propositions and why you're different from your competitors. A fourth one could be overwhelming choices or decision paralysis. Maybe you have too many choices and they can't, or maybe you have too many similar products and they can't really decide which product is perfect for them. So let's go through the objectives of this particular flow. So the first one is to try to re-engage and convert them. And the second one is to understand exactly why they haven't placed an order yet. And in my opinion, understanding your ideal customer profile and understanding their desires, their pain points, and their objections, most importantly, is going to have one of the highest ROI of any other thing you could do for your business. Because when you understand their pain points and their objections, then you can overcome them early on in the marketing funnel, whether it's on the first touch point, basically from your ads or maybe your first emails, and they will convert right then and there when you address the objection head on. So building the perfect failure to launch flow. The first one is segmentation. So after you finish the welcome flow, basically, let's say it spans across 10 days, you wait for 7 or 14 days after the last email in the welcome flow. And you have two options here. So you can set this up as a standalone flow. You can set up a segment where you say they joined our email list, but they still haven't purchased. And then you can set up a time delay. So you can set it up as a standalone flow, or the way we typically do it is to just add emails in our existing welcome flow. So after the last email in the welcome flow, we wait either 7 or 14 days and then start the failure to launch flow. So example emails for re-engagements, if you haven't addressed these in your welcome flow already. So assuming that you have not addressed these in these objections in your welcome flow already, it would be good to address some of these in the failure to launch as well. So one example could be just a playful nudge, just maybe they forgot. Sometimes it's not even an objection or something like that. Maybe they just something came in the way and they forgot. So it's good to just nudge them and get them to come back. So you say something like, "You still there?" The second one could be a product brand education, comparison, or quiz, still deciding. This is for people who are maybe a little bit overwhelmed and they are not sure if your product is a perfect fit for them, or maybe they are not sure which product would work for them. So it's really good to educate them, or maybe send them a quiz where they can go through the quiz to figure out exactly which product would work for their particular needs. Another one, it could be an urgency, basically give them a bigger offer. Let's say in your welcome flow, you offer them 10% off. And most people have converted. Most, let's say, high interest people have, or people on the fence have converted already with that offer. In the failure to launch here, you can add an email with a bigger offer. So assuming you offer 10% off, you can offer 15% off here, or maybe a buy one, get one 30% or 40%. And generally speaking, I think most objections are not price related. And there is always a deeper reason why people don't buy your product. Because if they genuinely believe that your product is going to make them feel better, is going to make their life better, is going to solve a huge pain point for them, then they wouldn't mind investing in your product. It's typically a deeper reason. Maybe they think one of your competitors' products is better. Maybe they are not sure. Maybe they don't trust your brand enough. Maybe they have a lack of desire or conviction or something like that. But it doesn't hurt to maybe try to get them over that hurdle by offering them a better discount. And the last one could be reverse psychology. So this is a really cool email idea that you can send, and you tell them something like, "Hey, we saw that you joined our email list, but you haven't placed an order yet. Would you like to unsubscribe?" Something like that. It's like a reverse psychology. And this works incredibly well, because then it nudges people a little bit and get them to re-engage with your emails. So this is the first example of re-engagement. And if this fails, if you still haven't re-engaged them, if they still haven't placed an order with you yet, then you can try to get some feedback from them. As I mentioned before, understanding your ICP and their objections is very, very important. So one example here could be just checking in. You joined our list but haven't placed an order yet. Is there anything holding you back, or is there any problem that we could help you with? And you can tell them to reply to your email directly, and you'll get back to them ASAP. So in this setup of emails, you can maybe use the founder or maybe one of the support staff, and sincerity goes a long way here. So try to be as sincere as possible. Try to highlight how their feedback, which is true, their feedback could make a huge difference and a huge impact on your business. It could help you improve your product, improve your service, etc. And then you can offer incentives as well for feedback. So in case you are not getting enough feedback, so first try to not offer any extra feedbacks because you already offered before. If you're still getting no feedback, then it would make sense to offer maybe a bigger incentive, or maybe a free gift or a gift card, or maybe choose to enter them into a raffle or something like that. And another example is for them to fill out a quick survey. So basically you can say a 1-minute survey, because people would, generally speaking, not take time out of their busy day to just submit feedback for you. So try to make it out as something that you would really, really appreciate, and it wouldn't take a lot of time from their end, maybe 30 seconds or just 1 minute. The survey method is a little bit higher commitment, because with the reply to your email, it's super quick. They can just hit reply and then tell you what's going on, why they haven't placed an order with you yet. The survey, they have to click a link and then go fill out some information. So it takes a little bit of time. However, it will give you a treasure trove of data or objections or valuable information that you can use at the top of your marketing funnel. So that's pretty much it. You can choose to make this flow about 2 to 3 emails long. Maybe the first email or two, you can just try to re-engage them. Maybe you say, hey, still there, or maybe do you want to unsubscribe and not receive our content or something like that. And the latter emails, you can ask for feedback the first time. And if they still haven't submitted their feedback, you can maybe ask for it a second time, or even send the first one via email and the second one via SMS. They can actually reply, assuming they are SMS subscriber as well. They can reply to your SMS, and it's easier for them with some feedback that you can use in your marketing funnel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you are spending money to acquire traffic, so assuming that you are spending money on Meta or maybe TikTok or something like that, driving traffic to your website, then it's very, very important for you to increase your customer lifetime value, because when you increase your customer lifetime value, then you can afford to spend more at the top of the funnel to scale your brand faster. And I believe that the brands that are able to spend the most to acquire customers are going to win in the long end. And that's why you see brands, for example, like Athletic Greens or something like that, are able to spend a ton of budget on marketing because they have such a high customer lifetime value, because they sell this subscription product. So our clients in general generate between 35 to 50% of the total revenue from email and SMS. And if you'd like similar results, I'm happy to offer you a free in-depth audit of your email SMS program, where I show you exactly what's missing in your account, what could be improved, and how much more revenue you'll be able to generate when all of the improvements are implemented. So this is 8 to 10 pages of expert recommendations specifically tailored to your brand. And if you're interested in that, you can click in the link in the description to schedule a quick 15-minute call with me. This is obviously not a sales call, so I'm not even going to sell you anything or make you any offers at all. But I guarantee that the strategies I'm going to share with you during the call are going to completely blow you away. Also, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I also included a link to our 51-page masterclass on how you can generate more revenue for your brand using email and SMS automations or flows. This is everything I know about the subject. I'm going to show you exactly step by step how to set up the 10 core flows that will be responsible for 80% of the results that you're going to be getting from flows. And then I'm going to show you how to set up 7 extra flows that will maximize your revenue. I'm going to share with you everything, including every single email that you need to set up in these flows. So yeah, click the link in the description and get your free guide.